Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog. As you can tell by the title, I decided that I wanted to do some tips and motivation things as to how I stay really motivated and how I stay disciplined. Obviously, I'm human. I'm not motivated and disciplined in every single area of my life because that would be perfect, and unfortunately it's not that easy, but I did want to share some of my 5 top tips to how I choose to stay motivated, and one of the areas of my life that I would definitely consider myself motivated is my morning routine. That includes getting up and getting myself into the gym. It was obviously definitely a struggle at the start. It wasn't as easy as what I would say that it is now. It has gotten much easier for me. So I wanted to explain some of my tips to kind of getting where I am in this area of my life. Because I am a bit of a nerd, I did of course go to Google and I typed up the definition of motivation. So according to Oxford Dictionary, motivation is a reason or reasons for acting or behaving in a particular way. And then the second thing that I looked up was self-discipline, and that's the ability to control one's feelings and overcomes one's weaknesses. I absolutely love this so much because honestly, motivation and self-discipline is really hard. It's something that you never ever are going to feel like doing. If you did leave it up to how you're feeling, 9 times out of 10, you're just not going to do it. So it's definitely overcoming how you're feeling and physically making yourself go and do what you know that you need to do. So that brings me to my first tip. So for me, it was getting up early to go to the gym first thing in the morning. When my alarm went off at 5:30 in the morning, there is absolutely no fibre in my being that made me want to get up when the sun was still down and it's still being dark and cold outside. But for me, I made the decision the night before, so I made myself get up, get out of bed and put my workout clothes on, get my butt into the car and get to the gym. And obviously after I finish a session, it's always so worth it. And yeah, it just definitely helped me contribute to my goals. So that's the first thing. You're never going to feel like doing it, so don't be so hard on yourself. You just got to make yourself do it. The second tip is actually having a why, having a reason as to why you want to achieve that goal or why you want to do that thing to stay disciplined towards. For me, I have personally my why as to going to the gym is because for a really long time I wasn't that confident in my body at all. So my why was getting confident with how I look, but also how I feel. And it had been a very long journey for me. So that is my why, and it was so easy for me to stick to it because instead of me trying to push towards that goal, the goal ended up actually pulling me towards that goal. So it was much easier. Another area of my life that I'm quite disciplined in is my food and my nutrition. So it's really easy for me to kind of plan out my meals and know exactly what I'm going to be eating at what time of the day. And when I go grocery shopping, I know what I'm eating. So it makes my grocery bill a lot less, but it also makes me knowing what I'm eating. So it takes away the stress of just grabbing anything in the fridge or in the cupboard and just eating crap. So planning is another thing that really helps me. And of course, the next tip is my habit and routine. If you guys know me well, you know that my routines don't really change a whole lot. I do the same thing every single day. The timing might change a little bit, but otherwise I literally do the same thing, and I love my routines, I love my habits. And if I want to add something else into my morning, I just stack it on the back of my already made up habits. as you can see, my fridge is full of meal prep. I know exactly what I'm eating for lunch. I know what I'm eating for dinner. I've got all my snacks in there, and it makes me stay on track. And my very last tip is just knowing that when you're in your comfort zone, growth doesn't come from that. So whatever that looks like for you, you have to push yourself outside that comfort zone, because nothing good is going to come from it. It never feels good to stay stagnant in the things that you're doing. So you got to push yourself, whether that's in the gym, whether it's doing a new hobby or a new task or a new activity or whatever it may be. You got to change it up, and it brings a lot of excitement, it brings newness into your life, and it makes you just a happier person because you're striving to do something new and you're striving to grow. And I believe that that's what we're here for. We're here to learn, we're here to grow. So getting out of your comfort zone is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And as I've said, my planning is such a massive thing in my life. I try and plan every single Sunday for the week, and then each night I'll also plan the content and stuff that I'm going to be filming the next day as well. So I hope that you guys did enjoy some of my tips on how I like to stay motivated and disciplined. Honestly, I think that motivation and discipline is complete BS. I don't think anyone just has motivation and just has self-discipline. It's definitely something that you have to work towards, you have to build up, and you have to get better at it every single day, and it's definitely a commitment. I feel like the best piece of advice that I could give you, and the best piece of advice that I've received, is thinking about the person that you actually really want to be. Write it all down, attributes. I have spoken before about it on my channel here, and really stepping into that person, your highest self, and visualizing who that person is, and just working towards it day in and day out until you will eventually see your surroundings and you will become that person, and then just improving every single day. So I think that that's a really good way to start, and for me, when I heard that piece of advice, it was definitely very motivating for me and definitely kept me towards my goals. But as I said at the start of the video, I am definitely not perfect. I am not disciplined and motivated in every single area of my life. That would be incredible if I was, but that's just not reality. There are definitely bits in my life that I'm trying to work on, and I'm trying to overcome those barriers that I have in my life with certain things. These are some of my tips that I find really work for me personally. Definitely figure out what works for you, and let me know that if you try some of these things, let me know how you go. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm really excited to see you guys in my next vlog. Bye guys.